Do I look all right? I need. How come you guys didn't give me powder or makeup or anything? Something to make my hair look nice, huh? Shiny. Huh?
I have known Tom Noel, since at least 1990.
Beginning in 1999.
A year and a half.
It's almost been a year now.
I've known Tom Noel since 1978.
Tom is special.
Everybody knows Dr. Colorado.
You guys can abridge all this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Dr. Tom Noel through, first of all, taking one of his classes, but before that he was a legend, especially all the work that he did as chair and also member of the Landmark Commission.
So he has this ability to get everyone involved in everything. So we've coined this new word for him, and it goes, "You've been Noelled."
He is the quintessential public historian, as distinguished from the ivory tower academic historian. He is, in the streets with the people, not the stuffy stuff at all.
He's able to involve so many people and share his passion with them.
It's great to have somebody who is so knowledgeable that they can guide you without leading you and help you to find the treasures in the area that is interesting to you.
God bless him, he puts gold stars on papers. Who does that in college? But man, you see that, you're like, whoa, I'm rocking now.
He really is very inspiring.
Tom is a raconteur. Tom is somebody who, unlike me, knows how to just speak extemporaneously. He can just get up and he has, a gift for the gab.
He likes the stories. He is a storyteller, and he does it so beautifully that it draws people in. People identify with people, and that's the part of history that he emphasizes. He's kind of naughty. I think people like that. History can be so stodgy and so stuffy and so all dates and names, but Tom loves the juicy stories. Tom loves the little bit of scandal, the sort of juicy underbelly of things, and I think people really enjoy that.
I worked in graduate school. I worked as the night reception at Fairmount Mortuary and Cemetery, taking visitors in to see their loved ones in the sleeping chambers, as we called them there. And you'd have to take them in to make sure that they didn't kiss the body or hug it or anything, because that would smear the makeup. And I would get all the complaints if they didn't like the way the dead person looked, that they weren't made up to look like themselves. And I remember Mrs. I can't remember her name, but anyway, she kept fussing about her husband and said, "George does not look like himself at all." I gave them a photo. He was smiling. "Look at this." And so I said, "Well, write down your complaint and I'll pass it on to the mortician and leave it for him to work on the next day." Next night she came in again to look at George and came back in tears and said, "They just can't get it right. For heaven's sakes, the guy in the next room looks more like George than that does. Can't you get it fixed?" And so we fixed it, and the next night she came back and she was happy. The mortician simply switched heads and put the other guy's head on George, and she was happy. Do you believe that?
You.
No.
No, it's not true. But they do complain.
It's always amazing to me at these events that he has such a group of groupies. Seriously, I'm talking groupies in their 70s and 80s, but they love anything he does, and they'll show up for every symposium, every program, anything he ever does. And I think it's a little bit of the naughtiness that appeals to them too.
Say that again.
5 words to describe Dr. Noel.
5. That's tough.
5 words that we'd want to save for perpetuity.
Generous is the first. Naughty might be the second.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
Dedication.
Academic.
Very knowledgeable.
Encouraging.
Inspiring.
graciousness.
And he loves to live life.
Entertaining,
Funny.
witty,
Joyful,
humor,
boisterous,
lively.
spirited,
Democratic in that he wants to involve everyone in his passion.
passion.
What if some of the words are the same as hers?
Caring.
Caring,
Caring,
Enthusiasm,
Enthusiasm.
enthusiastic.
enthusiasm, because that's also what draws people in.
That's something I've always admired about Tom.
You'll keep that line in, huh?
So we're ready.